Hello, students. Today we are going to learn a very famous poem titled Do Not Ask of Me, My Love by Faiz Ahmed Faiz. Faiz was a revolutionary poet from Pakistan known for blending romantic feelings with social issues. Unlike many poets who only spoke about love and beauty, Faiz connected personal emotions with the pain and struggles of society. In this poem, he tells his beloved that while she is still beautiful and precious, he cannot ignore the poverty, injustice, and suffering around him. Love is powerful, but life is larger than just romance. So let's study this poem stanza by stanza, understand its meaning, and see examples to make it more relatable. I shall read the stanza first and then give you the explanation with examples. Stanza 1. Do not ask of me, my love, that love I once had for you. There was a time when life was bright and young and blooming, and your sorrow was much more than any other pain. Your beauty gave the spring everlasting youth. Your eyes, yes, your eyes, were everything, all else was vain. Let me explain. Here, the poet says there was a time when his love was everything to him. His beloved's beauty was like eternal spring, and her eyes were more precious than anything else. During that time, the rest of the world did not matter to him. Now, let me give you examples so that it can be simplified. When someone first falls in love, they feel their beloved is the whole world to them. Imagine a student in love who thinks only about their partner and forgets studies, exams, or even friends. Just like a child who only wants a toy and forgets everything else, the poet was once fully absorbed in love. Stanza 2. While you were with me, I thought the world was mine, though now I know that it was an illusion. That's the way I imagine it to be, for there are other sorrows in the world than love, and other pleasures too. Let me explain. The poet says that when he was in love, he felt like the whole world belonged to him. But now he realizes it was only an illusion. Love is not the only thing in life. There are also struggles, sorrows, and responsibilities. Imagine someone dreaming of a perfect life, but later they face real problems like money, jobs, and health. Like a student who spends all day chatting with their partner, but later realizes they also need to study for exams. When you play a video game, it feels like the whole world is inside this video game. But when the game is over, you realize there is real life outside. Stanza 3. Do not ask of me, my love, that love I once had for you. Woven in silk and satin and brocade, those dark and brutal curses of countless centuries, bodies bathed in blood, smeared with dust, sold from marketplace to marketplace, bodies risen from the cauldron of diseases, pus dripping from their festering sores, my eyes must also turn to these. Let me explain. Here, the poet moves away from personal love and talks about social reality. He describes the pain of humanity, poverty, slavery, disease, and suffering. He says he cannot only look at his beloved's beauty all the time while people around him are in pain. Imagine enjoying a feast while outside hungry children are begging for food. Can you ignore them? Think of someone wearing rich clothes while poor people nearby struggle without shelter. Like a doctor who loves his family but must also look at the wounds and suffering of patients. The poet cannot shut his eyes to the society's pain. Stanza 4. You are beautiful still, my love, but I am helpless too. For there are other sorrows in the world than love, and other pleasures too. Do not ask of me, my love, that love I once had for you. Here, the poet admits that this beloved is still beautiful. His girlfriend or his love is still beautiful, but he cannot love with the same intensity as before. Why? Because now he sees the pain of the world and feels responsible for it. Personal love cannot be his only concern anymore. Like a parent who loves their child deeply but must also go to work to earn money, love alone is not enough. A teacher loves teaching but must also think about discipline, exams, and students' struggle. Imagine a person who loves music but also has to care for sick parents. Personal passion cannot ignore duty. So, students, this poem teaches us that love is beautiful, but it is not the only reality of life. We must also be aware of the sufferings and struggles of the world. Faiz combines personal emotions of love with social responsibility. That is why this is not just a love poem but also a revolutionary poem. Faiz shifts from traditional love poetry to social reality. He exposes poverty, disease, exploitation, and injustice in a love poem, which was uncommon. He challenges the idea that love and beauty are the only truths, showing that life also includes human suffering and collective responsibility. Faiz belonged to the progressive writers movement and he used poetry as a tool to inspire awareness and change. So, this poem is revolutionary because it joins love with revolution, beauty with social justice, and romance with responsibility. Always remember, students, love is precious, but life also asks us to look beyond ourselves and care for humanity. That is the true message of this poetry by Faiz. So, if you have understood the poem, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share it with your friends. And with this, we finish the syllabus of first PUC. All the best for your exams. If you have any doubts related to grammar, please feel free to comment and ask me. I shall explain